We need to close this facility, and we need humanity in our immigration policy. With that, I'll turn it over to an attorney who's representing families in connection with their detention, Kate Lincoln-Goldfinch.
Thank you, Congressman Castro, for preparing this event. My name is Kate Lincoln-Goldfinch. I'm an immigration attorney based in Austin, Texas, and I have been doing immigration and working with detained families for almost 20 years. And what we are witnessing right now is unprecedented in its scale, its cruelty, and its injustice. One of the families that this delegation visited today are my clients, Maria Betania and her 2 children, Victor and Montserrat. Victor is 11 years old, and he's enrolled in the Gifted and Talented program at school. Montserrat is 8, and she's on her way to joining him. They're good kids in good schools, living a good life. But on Monday, April 27th, the family decided to walk to the bus stop together because it was Maria's birthday, and they wanted to spend a little extra time together that morning. Victor forgot his keys, and he ran inside. When he returned, he saw a group of ICE agents surrounding his wife and children. The agents told Maria Betania that they were looking for a woman named Jocelyn who looked just like her. Maria is not Jocelyn. Maria, her husband Victor, and their children entered this country in 2021. They were paroled in, they applied for asylum, they received work permits, and they had valid legal status. They complied with every required appointment. They did everything right. And still, Maria and the children were detained. Before taking her, ICE agents had Maria call Victor through the window and had her tell him, "Come outside, or we are separating your son from the family." Luckily, Victor knew this was an empty threat, and he stayed inside so he could coordinate legal support for his family. But he had to stand at the window and watch his wife and young children be taken away. He has since expressed feelings of depression, anxiety, and a profound sense of powerlessness. And I can tell you, having spoken with many parents over the years, the anguish of watching your child be detained, unable to stop it, is a pain I hope most of us never have to feel. The children are suffering in detention. They're worried about missing school. They're unhappy with the food. They cannot sleep. And they are not alone. This is happening every single day. In Texas, it happens on an even grander scale, not just through ICE, but through DPS officers and local law enforcement conducting pretextual traffic stops and detaining people on administrative warrants. Over the past year, I have received thousands of calls who have lived this story. I'm really grateful for this congressional delegation for being here, for visiting these families, for bearing witness, for using their platform to shed light on what is happening. And I'm grateful to the members of the press for telling these stories. Because here is the truth. We are putting small children in jail. Children who have committed no crime. Parents who have committed no crime. And we as a nation are paying private prison companies to profit from their prolonged detention. More people have died in immigration detention this year than in recent decades. In fact, 1 person has died every 6 days in 2026 in immigration detention. This must stop. We must support members of Congress who are speaking out, and we must hold accountable those who are not. And I have a few comments in Spanish for the members of our Spanish-speaking media. Buenas tardes, soy Kate Lincoln-Goldfinch, abogada de inmigración en Austin, Texas, con casi 20 años de experiencia. Lo que estamos presenciando hoy es sin precedentes en su escala, su crueldad, su injusticia. Una de las familias que esta delegación visitó son mis clientes, María y sus 2 hijos, Víctor y Montserrat. Víctor tiene 11 años y está en el programa de alumnos talentosos. Montserrat tiene 8 y va camino a lo mismo. Son buenos niños con una buena vida. El 27 de abril la familia caminó junto a la parada del autobús. Era el cumpleaños de María. Víctor olvidó sus llaves y entró a buscarlas. Al salir encontró agentes de ICE rodeando a su esposa y sus hijos. Los agentes dijeron que buscaban a una mujer llamada Jocelyn. María no es Jocelyn. Ella y su familia entraron al país en 21 bajo parol, solicitaron asilo, obtuvieron permisos de trabajo y cumplieron con cada cita requerida. Hicieron todo bien y aún así fueron detenidas. Antes de llevárselas, los agentes hicieron que María llamara a su esposo desde la ventana y le dijera: sal o separamos a su hijo. Por suerte, Víctor reconoció que era una amenaza vacía. Se quedó adentro para coordinar apoyo legal, pero tuve que ver cómo llevaban a su esposo y sus hijos pequeños. Desde entonces ha sufrido depresión, ansiedad e impotencia. La angustia de ver a tu hijo detenido sin poder hacer nada es un dolor que espero que la mayoría nunca tengamos que sentir. Los niños están sufriendo, extrañan a la escuela, no pueden dormir, no están solos. Esto pasa todos los días. En Texas ocurre a mayor escala con la de guías y policías locales, haciendo paradas pretextuales, deteniendo a personas bajo órdenes administrativas. He recibido miles de llamadas de familias que han vivido esta historia. La verdad es esta: estamos encarcelando a niños pequeños que no han cometido ningún crimen y como nación estamos pagando a empresas privadas para que se beneficien de ello. Este año ha habido más muertes en detención migratoria que en décadas. Una persona muere cada 6 días. Esto debe de detenerse. Apoyen a quienes están alzando la voz y hagan responsables a los quienes no lo hacen.